Now, as of late, Bungie has been pretty good at making people, pretty mad, especially with the Taken King expansion that is coming up in September. And how it's all started with, the new expansion is going to be $40. Okay, you know what? I can see their point of view. I mean, developing a game takes money and resources. So, okay, you know what? $40 might be a little bit, high, but you know what? Hey, they need to get paid. Alright, I understand that. Now we move on to the next thing that people, were pretty mad. Okay, the Taken King's Collector's Edition. Now, usually you get extra stuff depending where you pre-order it. For example, in GameStop, you might get some other stuff, and then, Best Buy, whatever. I'm not really interested into whatever comes into the Collector's Edition. What I'm interested in is, the things that you get into the game, not the little things you get outside the game. Okay, the Collector's Edition basically has everything into the game until this point with the Taken King, right? Okay, well, this appeals more to the new gamers or the newcomers to Destiny, where they can get. Now let me tell you, you can't get this anywhere else except for the Taken King's Collector's Edition, where it comes with the 3 specific emotes for 3 classes specific emotes, the 3 armor, and 3 exotic class items with XP bonus. Alright, you know what? Now it's starting to piss me off more personally. As I can see why other people are mad, because you have, as a player from day one, and I'm not saying from people that bought this from January or recently where the House of Wolves came out. I can even say I'm from Alpha. I've been playing this game since Alpha. Alright, since I'm a day one player, I'm pretty pissed that it would take me to get all this stuff where I can't get anywhere else, to buy everything that I already own, to purchase those damn class items and those emotes and those shaders. Now I'm not gonna say it's worth all this, so I'm gonna, like myself, I'm gonna say, fuck you, I'm not gonna buy that, so you can keep your specific class items. I'm not gonna go. But there are gonna be those individuals that are gonna go on their way to buy everything again. I'm not that one of those guys. Now, what pissed people off more is what Luke Smith said in an interview with Eurogamer. Now this, in taking account that a lot of people say that Luke Smith is a sarcastic person, I really didn't know how it was, but sometimes there are certain things you shouldn't say when there's certain times, certain situations, especially when you're a professional. You should know when you should say certain things. So this is how the conversation with an interview that Luke Smith had with Eurogamer. End quote. Luke Smith said, "It is also the final question on the emotes. Eurogamer, I'm not going to mention them again. I can't get them." Luke Smith again. "But you can if you can buy the Collector's Edition." Eurogamer, "I'm not going to buy the game and the 2 DLCs all over again." Luke Smith, "Okay, but first I want to poke at you on this a little bit." Eurogamer, "Poke at me?" Luke Smith, "You're feeling anxious because you want this exclusive content, but you don't know yet how much you want it. The notion of spending this money is making you anxious. I can see it." Eurogamer, "I do want them. I would buy them." Luke Smith, "If I fired up a video right now and showed you emotes, you wouldn't throw money at the screen." Now that's pretty douchey from him, yeah. He did apologize, and he said that he was sorry that his comments were probably interpreted in a negative way, because people didn't know he was he had this sarcasm in him, but still and that he knew that he acted like an asshat to those people that did not know him. Now I guess you could get away with that in a certain point, but still, you're a professional. You shouldn't be making this type of comments knowing that your Destiny fan base is pretty pissed about certain things you're doing right now with your DLCs and your bundles and your Collector's Edition. You're pretty much been screwing over your day one players. Now, after hearing all this negative feedback, especially when Luke Smith made that stupid sarcastic comments about people just throwing money at the screen for those class emotes, well, now Bungie reflected and they say, you know what, we're gonna give the day one players, or the people that own the previous DLCs, the specific 3 class emotes, the 3 shaders, and the 3 class exotic items with the Dole XP in the different package, for $20. They still haven't said, if they're gonna release anything more to this point. They might not. If they're not, I'm not gonna be buying it. There probably are gonna be a lot of individuals like, you know, Luke Smith, you know, in certain point he is right. You know, some people are just gonna throw money at the screen because, you know, they can't wait to get that or play that, or, you know, they just can't wait to get their hands and they get so excited for it. You know, if people keep doing this certain stuff, you know, they don't really have a right to complain after, you know, they receive them. Because, you know, if you really want Bungie as a developer, and especially, I know a lot of this is because Activision is behind it and backing them up, or making them, you know, this type of decisions, you know, to sell, you know, so little for so much, that they're gonna keep on doing it. And the only way, you know, the players have the power to stop that is that, you know, complain in the forums, you know, let Bungie know that, you know, you're not happy, which is, you know, what a lot of people are doing. And the second way is to talk with your dollars. If you don't pay them, they're definitely gonna listen. If they start losing money, they're gonna know that something went wrong. Until people start doing that, you know, Bungie is not gonna change its way, especially Activision is not gonna change its way of doing, you know, deals with its players. Alright guys, that is all I had to say about this. Just let me know your thoughts about what are you doing. You know, are you actually gonna wait until you hear more information, you know, see what you actually get for until you pre-order? That's what I'm certainly doing. And are you buying the upgrade for, you know, the 3 class items specific, you know, the emotes, the shaders, you know, that double XP? Are you waiting until, you know, they come up with more to offer for that deal, or you already, you know, throwing your money like Luke Smith said, you know, as soon as you saw the DLC of the Taking, you're like, fuck, take my money. You know, what props out is, you know, Fry, you know, throwing that dollar sign. And it took something like this for me to make another video for weeks that I haven't, you know, made any videos. And it seems like Bungie's gonna keep fucking up, so I'm probably gonna be here more often, you guys. And this was Fear D. I'll be seeing you guys later.